हेलो 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 हेलो। स्टार्ट करते हैं। दिख रहा है? ठीक है। Who is the writer of book India Divided? नेशनल वायरमेंट का connects the Brahmaputra river. Second, first, during which of the following year did Qutbuddin Aibak rule? 1206 से 1210. Which of the following tribes was very influential in Punjab during the 13th and 14th century? खोखर कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक को मारा था ना खोखर ट्राइब ने. The term Carnatic and Hindustani are found for the first time in Haripal Stash. नित्य सुधारक, संगीत सुधारक, संगीत है ना, संगीत दिवारक. इस दिवारक के सुधारक है पता नहीं. Which was the life insurance company established? LIC कब establish हुई थी ये तो पता नहीं है. What is the number of apparatus used in women's artistic gymnastics? क्या? When was the Nizam's guarantee state railway nationalized and taken over by the Indian Railway? Indian Railway what is the expected annual green hydrogen production capacity target by 2030? 1 million metric tons, 10 million, 50 million. कितना? 5 की 10? एक तो बहुत कम हो जाएगा. Which of the following is not a tributary of river Ganga? Mahi. संगीत रत्नाकर based classical music program. Saptak annual music festival is a famous city of Gujarat. रत्नाकर. Through which of the following state does the Tropic of Cancer pass? जाती है. त्रिपुरा से आ जाती ना. Which of the year Amartya Sen won the Nobel Prize in Economics? 98. In cricket, if an umpire crosses both arms to their chest, cancellation of previous signal, revoked due to error, third umpire decision, no ball तो ये हो जाएगा, डेड बॉल ऐसे ऐसे हो जाएगा, थर्ड अंपायर डिसीजन ये होएगा. Which of the following has equal periods of rotation and revolution? Moon. The food pipe through which food is taken to the stomach from the mouth is known as esophagus. Tipani is a well-known dance of which of the following states? Tipani. Hmm, पता नहीं. फतेहपुर सिकरी बनाई अकबर ने. Was Indian to go to space. Rakesh Sharma. Yeah. Study of mountainous terms as genocide तो नहीं होगा. Orology, pathology, orology. Interstate water dispute tribunal who nominates the chairman of and other members of the tribunal. Chief Justice. Which country launched its first AI powered satellite constellation in May 2025 to build space supercomputer network? Eh? ये सब काम या तो चाइना करेगा यूएसए करेगा. In which city was the 7th regional committee meeting of the International Solar Alliance for the Asia and Pacific region held? Colombo. As per 2011 census, which of the following states has recorded decrease in population? कम किसमें हुई है? सिक्किम, त्रिपुरा, मणिपुर, नागालैंड. नागालैंड में हुई थी शायद. The formation of water drops on the outer surface of a glass containing ice and water is due to condensation. We must decide on a plane. We must decide on a plan of action and stick together. Stick to it. Cogent. Ridiculous, bizarre, baffling, convincing. Ridiculous मतलब बेकार एकदम बकवास. और convincing, baffling मतलब बकवास ही होता है तो convincing ही होगा. तो सेम हो गया तो. The young one of a rabbit is called a calf. Kit fawn. Fawn तो शायद डियर का होता है ना. किट होगा शायद. Mala dash by cheating on the exam to win her bet with Priya. It below the belt. It below unfair means होगा ना. His first novel has been translated dash many language into. There are also deep dash that have been cut by the river in the present course, especially by the Snake River and its tributaries. क्या? There are also deep canyons. Incorrectly spelled word. सही कौन सा नहीं है? Nephew spelling सही नहीं है. I have seen that film last year, but I do not remember its story. I have seen that film last year, but I do not remember. I do not remember its story. Last year, but I do not remember. I don't remember its story. सही लग रहा है. लाइट आ गई. I've seen that film last year. मैंने वो फिल्म लास्ट ईयर देखी थी, but I do not remember its story. पॉजिटिव है ना, ठीक ही लग रहा है. The calendar was reformed during the time of Julius Caesar. सीजर की स्पेलिंग सही है क्या? होगी. कैलेंडर की सही है, reformed की सही है. Identify incorrectly spelled word and select the correct spelling. इनमें से सही कौन सी है? कैलेंडर, CLENTR. A mass of snow, ice, and rock falling rapidly down the mountains like avalanche. He said, I will see you tomorrow. See you now. He said that he would see me then. The internet has made information more accessible. Informa- Information has been made. Information singular आएगा ना. Be in the seventh heaven. Extremely happy. Which word does not convey the meaning of lavish? Me agar. Correct form. JL Nehru is one of the greatest leaders of the world. Leaders होगा ना, one of the greatest leaders. One of them forgot to take their bag from the school. One of them. One of them तो their नहीं आएगा. Be his or her. Choose the most appropriate synonym to the given words. Format. Vex, waste, renounce, instigate. Instigate मतलब start करना. Renounce मतलब छोड़ देना. Waste मतलब खराब करना या खराब करना ही बोलेंगे. Vex का मतलब मुझे पता नहीं. Foment. Synonym, same meaning. Foment, instigate, waste. पता नहीं. He feels that wealthy people view him with contempt because he is poor. The center had argued that it was every state's duty to provide 10% economic reservation in state governmental jobs and position in state and education institute and admissions होगा ना. States pre pre prerogative. ठीक है. Police told the boys that they could not park their car there. Said to the boys, you cannot park your car here. तेरी. Quantum mechanics state that if you zoom in enough, nature presents particle as a little wave. One of the most striking properties of wave is the impossibility to pinpoint its exact position. Wave definitional क्या definitionally always stretch out over some distance, and this directly translates to the impossibility of exactly knowing the position of small particles. Radioactivity is a clear example of this, with the nature not being clear on the location of particles that may be an atomic nucleus. Some of them might find themselves waving around the atom, flying out in what we perceive as radioactive radiation. Run back the clock and or an expanding universe, and you find that, and you will find it small enough for its quantum waviness to present itself. The waves of this early soup could have allowed it to be randomly get just a little more energy in one position than another, potentially enough to create a horizon without there ever having been a star to begin with. The ultimate chickenless egg laid instead from the quantum randomness of the early universe. These primordial black holes are uh, actively sought by gravitational wave detectors. Quantum mechanisms also allow a second example of a black hole mimicker. Choose to the horizon of a black hole. Space stretches enough to even try quantum waves become significantly large to reach their heads. The exact details of how this might happen, are not yet fully understood. A complete theory of quantum gravity is still pending. But one prediction of quantum mechanics near black hole is that the horizon can form a layer of material, a shell around the black hole that prevents some signals from getting stuck in and instead get reflected back to the universe. Sure. And then there is the second scenario where the rules of curvature themselves change altogether. An area that I myself like to play in. Einstein theory of gravitation hinges on the observation that all matters and energy fall the same under space-time dense and tracks, but there is more than one way that this can be translated into mechanics, allowing in principle for a whole slew space-time behavior that are different from Einstein's original implementation. One example are Gravistar, a theoretical construction that filled up the inside of a black hole with some stuff that, unlikely normal material that pulls on itself by gravity, instead pushes itself outwards. Such mysterious materials have been theorized for decades due to the fact that universe has been measured to speed with up its expansion via dark energy. Another discovery that lit Nobel Prize this time in 2011. ठीक है, the quantum waviness of an early universe could have led to creation of black holes without the prior existence of star. ये लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे कहा गया. These waves are earlier soup could have allowed it randomly get just like a little more energy in one position than another, potentially enough to create a horizon without there even ever having been a star to begin with. To create a horizon instead of quantum randomness of the universe, the primordial black holes are actively sought by gravitation waves detectors. Quantum mechanics suggests that the exact position of small particles can always be determined with high precision. ये तो बिल्कुल भी गलत है बात. Primordial black holes, which may have originated from earlier quantum fluctuations, are being investigated by gravitational wave detectors. Primordial black holes, which may have originated from early quantum fluctuations, are being investigated by gravitational wave detectors. What conclusion can be drawn from the passage regarding the relationship between the quantum mechanics and the large-scale structure of the universe? Quantum mechanics has no observation influence on cosmic scales. No. The universe expansion is unaffected by quantum phenomena. No. Quantum randomness is the early universe could have influenced the formation of large-scale cosmic objects like primordial black holes. Quantum effects are only under the following statement, quantum mechanics effects near a black hole's horizon can create a shell of material that may reflect some signals back into the universe. Yes. The details of quantum effects near black hole are fully understood due to कंप्लीट थ्योरी, ये तो गलत है. द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ होराइजन शेल्स इन थियोरेटिकल प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ बेस्ड ऑन क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स, सही. Gravastars are theoretical objects that contain material pushing outward instead of pulling inwards by the. कहाँ गया वो ग्रेविस्टार्स ही बोलते हैं, ये देखना पड़ेगा. One examples are gravitational that fill up the inside theory. They construct that fill up the inside of a black hole with some stuff that, unlike normal material, that pushes itself outward. ठीक है, तो ए सही हो गया. The concept of gravistar is directly linked to Einstein's original formation of gravity without any modification. ये तो कहीं नहीं लिखा हुआ. The existence of mysterious materials inside gravistar is related to the observation that universe expansion is not accelerating. है. Einstein's theory of gravity in his observation that many matters and energy falls under the same space-time dense track. But there is more than one way that it can be transferred into mathematics, allowing the principle for a whole slew of space-time behavior that are different from Einstein's original implementation. तो ये गलत हो जाएगा ना. One example of gravitar, a theoretical construction that fills up the inside the black hole with some stuff that, unlike normal material that pulls itself inside the gravity, instead pushes it outward. Such mysterious materials have been theorized for decades due to the fact that universe has been measured to speed of expansion via dark energy. Another, ठीक है, सही होगा, एक ERC सी हो जाएगा. Which of the following best describes the tone adopted by the theory author in the passage? Highly technical and detached. Speculative yet informative. Sarcastic तो नहीं है, dogmatic and forceful भी नहीं है. ठीक है, टेक्निकल है ज़्यादा चीज़ें. ये क्या है? कितने टन है? 5 टन, 10 टन, मिलियन टन, पता नहीं भाई. यस, पहली बार इतने नंबर आए मेरे. 120 एक बार आए बस फर्स्ट वाले में. हर बार 3 गलत होते ही होते हैं, पता नहीं कैसे. क्या संगीत सूत्रक, सूत्रक, हरिपाल सूत्रक. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का होगा 47-56 में ही होगा. वुमेन वुमेन्स आर्टिस्टिक जिम्नास्टिक्स में कितने अपरेटस लगते हैं? कितने लगते होंगे? 4. वॉल्ट, बीम बार, बैलेंस बीम एंड फ्लोर एक्सरसाइज. 5 मीट्रिक टन है. द संगीत रत्नाकर बेस्ड क्लासिकल म्यूजिक प्रोग्राम फेमस. हाँ, राजकोट, अहमदाबाद. तिपानी is a well-known dance. Which of the following state? तिपानी. पानी, पानी कहाँ है? पानी, गुजरात. Which country launched its first air-powered satellite constellation in May 2025 to build space-based computer network? देखा, ये दोनों में से था. चाइना ये सब काम कर रहा है. इसमें 2 गलत है, इसमें एक है. I have seen I have seen that film last year, but I do not remember its story. A. I have seen. इसमें क्या गलत है? I have saw. अच्छा, I have seen में हो गया, ये प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल हो गया ना. पार्टिसिपल परफेक्ट. फॉर्मेंट, फॉर्मेंट, फॉर्मेंट फॉर्मेशन जैसे हो सकता है, तो इसका सिनोनिम इंस्टिगेट, स्टर अप, इंस्टिगेट और स्टर अप, उकसाना। अच्छा, ये कैसे गलत हो गया भाई? Which of the following best describe that doubt? Speculative yet informative. तो ये 117 है आज। हम मिलते हैं रात में। बाय बाय।